Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Hi students, good morning to all. So in this video we are discussing nucleus information. So complete information regarding nucleus. Okay, now nucleus point of view, what are the main important points to be discussed means, first of all, nucleus is a cell organelle was discovered by or the nucleus was discovered by, that is Robert Brown. So as early as 1831. So sometimes year also is important, so try to remember even year also. 1831. So now let me ask one question. Who discovered the nucleus? Robert Brown. Robert Brown discovered the nucleus for the first time and in 1831. Later, the material of the nucleus is sustained by basic dyes, so was given the name chromatin by Fleming. So means here within the nucleus, what are the materials are there? No, all these materials, so simply we cannot see, could not see, so thereby here one specific or one basic dye definitely we have to use. So our basic dye we have to use. So when we will be using or when we will use basic dyes for the study of nucleus, at the time definitely what are the nucleus materials are present, so definitely we can see. So those materials now we are getting the name as chromatin. So now for the first time chromatin name was used by Fleming. So first of all, once you see there, nucleus discovered by, or simply no need to follow the grammar, nucleus was discovered by, not required, nucleus is discovered by or nucleus discovered by Robert Brown in 1831. Later, what are the materials present in the nucleus? So later we can study. So we can study by using of basic dyes. So here by using of basic dyes, here we can study about the different types of materials which are present in the nucleus known as chromatin by Fleming. I hope you understood that particular point. So thereby here by using of means here what is the point now I am going to give you is, so by using of different types of basic dyes only we can study the presence of chromatin material. So likewise chromatin, so means for the first time who is a scientist used different types of dyes for studying of chromatin means that is Fleming. Okay, next one interface. Interface nucleus has highly extended and elaborate nucleoprotein fibers. One more time you see there in interface. Interface means whether you know or not, okay, no problem, just you will learn like this. Why? Because in the next chapter, so interface information comes, so at that time now definitely I will give information regarding this one. Now in interface or the interface nucleus has highly extended and elaborate nucleoprotein fibers known as chromatin. Means interface nucleus means here the interface means is resting phase of resting phase before cell cycle and cell division. So there if you see the nucleus, it is highly extended and elaborate nucleoprotein fibers are present. Extended and elaborate nucleoprotein fibers only, our subject point of view we are calling as chromatin. Okay, next one nuclear matrix. and one or more spherical bodies. So now here within the nucleus now we can find out the nuclear matrix, and one or more spherical bodies are present. Okay, so these spherical bodies only we will be considering as nucleoli, or singular number point of view singularly, or we will be considering as nucleolus. So simple information. Suppose if you take one particular nucleus, if you take a nucleus, there what are the parts are present means, so definitely we can see nuclear membrane, outer membrane and nuclear membrane. So here still I didn't give that point. What is the point here? First of all, no. So nucleus is a double membranous cell organelle. Nucleus is double membranous cell organelle. So within the membranes, or inside of the membranes, so try to say like this, inside the membranes, what we can find out means chromatin we can find out, and nuclear matrix we can find out, and one or more spherical bodies. One or more spherical bodies, what are those? Nucleoli we can find out. Okay, now EM means what? Electronic microscope has revealed that the nuclear envelope, which consists of two parallel membranes, I told you already. Now thereby nuclear membrane or the nucleus definitely consists of two membranes. Nucleus definitely consists of two membranes. That membranes also parallel membranes. So rendume like train track will be there now. So likewise, so these two membranes moves parallelly, and with a space between them known as perinuclear space. Perinuclear space means, now only we are discussing now. Suppose if you take one particular nucleus, two membranes are there. Now we are discussing now, between the two membranes also space will be there. So empty space. Okay, that particular space, our subject point of view, we are calling as perinuclear space. புரியுதா? Perinuclear space ஒன்றும் இல்லைம்மா. What is the information? Perinuclear space means what is the space which is situated between the two membranes of the nucleus. இப்போ ரெண்டு membranes இருக்குன்னா between gap will be there, no? Gap is there means then only we can find as 2 1, or otherwise it is seems to be like 1 only, no? Point you understood. So thereby here what is the point? Between the two membranes, so empty space we are calling as perinuclear space. So that particular perinuclear space also gap, how much is there, sir? Means once you see it spotlight, so 10 to 50 mm. So 10 to 50 mm space is there. That particular space, our subject point of view, we are calling as perinuclear space. So here in this occasion, so I would like to revise previous information, one important information. What is that? No, even chloroplast and mitochondria also double membranous cell organelle. Chloroplast and mitochondria. Ipu their double membranous cell organelle means between the, so even there also between the two membranes we can find the empty space, even in a chloroplast and in mitochondria, isn't it? So there what is the name of the space which is situated between the both membranes? Now I will give you in chloroplast. In chloroplast, so this empty space which is situated between the two membranes we are calling as periplastidial space. We are calling as periplastidial space. Why? Because chloroplast comes under plastids only, no? In yesterday's information we seen, no, in previous video. So that's why periplastidial space means, so what is the empty space which is situated between the two membranes of the chloroplast, we are calling as a periplastidial space. And can you guess in mitochondria? Perimitochondrial space. What is the space which is situated between the two membranes of the mitochondria? We can be taken as a perimitochondrial space. That's why here simply, so what is the empty space which is situated between the two membranes of the nucleus? Simply we are calling as perinuclear space. Ipu understood? In 3 membranes, no, empty space definitely starts with peri. Suppose empty space is there in the nucleus and perinuclear space. Suppose between the two membranes, empty space is there. In case of mitochondria means perimitochondrial space. Suppose empty space which is situated between the two membranes of chloroplast means we are calling as periplastidial space. I hope you understood this one. Now this particular perinuclear space forms a barrier. Sorry, not this one. So here two membranes are there, no? So definitely barrier means like one wall madri. So formation takes place between the materials present inside the nucleus and that of the cytoplasm. So means here what is the nuclear membrane is there. So that particular nuclear membrane forms the wall. Wall is nothing but our subject point of view barrier. So barrier between the materials present in the nucleus and the cytoplasm. Because of the presence of the nuclear membrane only, we have divided the organisms into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Suppose if a nuclear membrane is there means we are considering those organisms as eukaryotes. Nuclear membrane suppose is there means. Suppose if the nuclear membrane is absent means, so such kind of organisms we are calling as how prokaryotes. Did you remember this point? So we have learned in starting of this topic. Okay, now let me move forward. That is now the outer membrane usually remains continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum. Correct only, no? So this particular point we have seen even in endoplasmic reticulum also. So thereby now what is the point now I am going to give you is, so what is the outer membrane of the nucleus is there, no? Definitely that get connects with the endoplasmic reticulum. So thereby here endoplasmic reticulum is get connected with the outer membrane of the nucleus and also bears ribosomes. இப்போ endoplasmic reticulum nalli ribosomes are there, no? And even in endoplasmic reticulum also one point we learn, no? Our knowledge point of view, endoplasmic reticulum is divided into two types there. One is RER and one more is SER, isn't it? So RER means rough endoplasmic reticulum and SER means smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now in comparison of RER and SER, which one is located very close to the nuclear membrane means, what is the point we discussed? So RER is situated very close to the nuclear membrane. Isn't it? So that one we have seen. So that's why here same point only here also we are discussing. What is that? Outer membrane of nucleus usually remains continuous with the rough endoplasmic reticulum or endoplasmic reticulum which bear nucleus which bears ribosomes means rough endoplasmic reticulum only, no? Because of the presence of ribosomes only endoplasmic reticulum seems to be rough, isn't it? Did you understand this one? Next one. Now at a number of places, the nuclear envelope is interrupted by minute pores. So simply between the two membranes, what is that, somewhat a space or place will be there. So that particular place we will be taking as, what is the name, nuclear pores. So these just minute pores only they have given without any name. So what are the pores or what are the hole like structures are there which are present in the nucleus, we can be taken as nuclear pores, which are formed by, sir, these nuclear pores or minute pores, how sir formation takes place means, once you see which are formed by the fusion of two membranes. இப்போ ரெண்டு membranes, when both membranes are fused together அங்கே gap வரணும். Did you notice this? So suppose if these minute pores or the nuclear pores or formation takes place by the fusion of two membranes. Two membranes. Next one, these nuclear pores. So these nuclear pores and a passages. So definitely these nuclear pores are definitely acting as passages. So here, so means passages means what is the information we can say means through which the movement of RNA and protein molecules. So the movement of RNA and protein molecules transport takes place. Okay, so means that kind of a transportation process takes place in both directions, between the nucleus to cytoplasm and cytoplasm to nucleus. So thereby now what is the point we are discussing is, so nucleus is double membranous cell organelle. So when these two membranes are fused together, so their nuclear pores formation takes place. These nuclear pores definitely helps in a passage of passage of nutrients, passage of the RNA and passage of the proteins in both directions, means from the nucleus to cytoplasm, from the cytoplasm to nucleus. Next one, normally there is only one nucleus per the cell. So here neat information also is there, but I will not give you. So later while we will be discussing about the neat information, so that time extra information I will give you. So now general information, what is information is there in a textbook, let us discuss, continue to discuss now. Normally there is only one nucleus per cell. Generally, so one cell ki one nucleus mattum present. Likewise, variations in the number of nucleus are also frequently observed. Means, so variations means changes will be there. Means, so you suppose if you take some other members nucleus, no, there we can chance is there to find out to find out the rendu nucleus or moonu nucleus, 4, 5, likewise. So we can find out the chromosomal number. So means here normally means each cell must consist of or must possess one nucleus da, but variations also are there, 2 irukku, 3 irukku, 4, 5, 6, likewise. So number of nucleus definitely present. So that's why that is one important point remember pannukonga. Next one, even some matured cells, what is that? Some matured cells even lack of nucleus or lack the nucleus. Lack means absent, no. So that's why here some matured cells, if you see there, no, there even we could not find the presence of nucleus. Sir, best example kudanga, so thereby we will understand very clearly. Means best example is erythrocytes. Erythrocytes means RBC cells we studied, no. So means RBC cells, cell membrane, membrane we have discussed in cell membrane information. Ideal cells for studying of cell membrane means or the membrane means erythrocytes membrane only, no, we studied. Remember, no? So likewise there in these RBC cells, no, which one is absent? In matured RBC cells we can see the absence of nucleus condition. Next one, in mammals point of view, so here erythrocytes of mammals, mammals means human beings we can consider mostly. Next one, sieve tube cells. Sieve tube cells, so in anatomy we discussed, no, where we have seen presence of sieve tube cells. Phloem members, if you see there, no, in say phloem members, what are the like 4 parts we have discussed? Sieve tube elements, companion cells, phloem fibers, and one more is phloem parenchyma. Sieve tube cells, first of all we discussed, no, so there. That's why in anatomy one particular point we learn, no, sieve tube cells when matures, no, at the time lack of or lost the nucleus. That's why only, no, these sieve tube cells pressure gradient on the functions of the sieve tube elements will be under the control of nucleus of companion cells. We studied, no, like that. So that's why here in a plant's point of view, sieve tube cells we can take as a matured cells which will not possess or which will not consist of nucleus. And animals point of view, erythrocytes. Purinjida. So one important point, in animals if you see there, no, in matured erythrocytes, so we could not see the presence of nucleus. Likewise, plants point of view, in a sieve tube, matured sieve tube cells, no, so there also we could not see the presence of nucleus. One animal example and one more is plant cell example. Sorry, next one. Now nuclear matrix, appadina ulle empty space will be there, no, adema. Actually generally matrix meaning empty space madiri da varum. So there the nuclear matrix or nucleoplasm, appadina ipo adinga nuclear matrix appadina empty space ulle liquid will be there. Living cell means definitely empty space will not be there, no. ஏம்மா ஸோ ஏதோ ஒன்று பர்டிகுலர் மெட்டீரியல் ஒரு லிக்விடோ ஏதோ ஒன்று இருக்கா ஸோ வாட் இஸ் த லிக்விட் லைக் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஆர் மேட்ரிக்ஸ் லைக் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் விச் இஸ் ப்ரெசென்ட் இன் தி நியூக்ளியஸ் ஸோ சிம்பிளி வி வில் பி கன்சிடரிங் ஆஸ் நியூக்ளியோபிளாசம் அவ்வளோதாம்மா அப்படின்னா நியூக்ளியோபிளாசம்னா சின்ன வாட் இஸ் அ லிக்விட் லைக் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஸோ விச் இஸ் ப்ரெசென்ட் இன் த நியூக்ளியஸ் வி வில் பி கன்சிடரிங் ஆஸ் நியூக்ளியோபிளாசம் ஸோ திஸ் பர்டிகுலர் நியூக்ளியோபிளாசம் கண்டைன்ஸ் நியூக்ளியோலஸ் இப்போ அப்படின்னா so this particular nucleolus which is present in the nucleoplasm and this particular nucleoplasm contains even chromatin material also, so thereby one more time you see that, let us read this. Nucleoplasm contains nucleolus and chromatin material. அப்படின்னா what is the meaning? Nucleolus and chromatin material ரெண்டுமே நியூக்ளியோபிளாசம்னாலே இருக்குது அது பாயிண்ட். நெக்ஸ்ட்டு நம்ம த நியூக்ளியோலை ஆர் ஸ்பெரிக்கல் ஏம்மா நியூக்ளியோலை ஆர் ஸ்பெரிக்கல் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்ஸ் nucleoli nucleoli so suppose here one particular diagram if you observe there, so here chinna ball like structure is an exact spotlight, so that particular ball like structure only, but that particular ball is like a spherical shape only, no. Spherical means sunna madri, zero madri will be there, no? Adida. Spherical structures present in the nucleoplasm. So now the content of the nucleolus is continuous with the rest of the nucleoplasm as it is not a membranous bound structure. So here what is a nucleolus is there, no? The content of the nucleolus and here the nucleoplasm contains all are fused each other or fused together. Sir, how sir means why sir or this particular nucleolus and nucleoplasm contains or fused together means what happened means, so here this nucleolus not consist of membrane or membrane bound structure is absent in case of nucleolus. Where is nucleolus? Here. ஆமாம் சிம்பிள் புரிஞ்சுதா? இப்போது ஆக்சுவலி நியூக்ளியஸ் டபுள் மெம்பரேனஸ் செல் ஆர்கனல். இப்போது வித்தின் தி டபுள் மெம்பரேனஸ் செல் ஆர்கனல் nucleolus structure, spherical shaped structure we are observing, no? Now this particular nucleolus is not covered by not you try to remember not covered by any membrane bound structure. Okay, so that's why here what are the materials are there in the nucleolus, no? Definitely so fused with the nucleoplasm. So that is a point so we to be discussed. Next one, it is a site for active ribosomal RNA synthesis. It is a very important point. Means so it means what it is we are discussing regarding nucleolus, no? So that particular nucleolus definitely or actively involves in the making of ribosomal RNA synthesis. Ribosomal RNA synthesis means simply so nucleolus definitely involves in the synthesis of ribosomes. That's why now one point I will give you, so remember clearly. So when nucleolus involves in the ribosomal synthesis, no, these nucleolus we are calling as nucleolus members we are calling as ribosomal factories. புரியுதா? So ribosomal factory is name given to nucleolus or nucleolus particular structure, another name is ribosomal factories, or one more name also is there, that particular name I will give you in a neat information. Next one, larger and more numerous nucleoli are present in the cells actively carrying out protein synthesis. Now only we don't know in nucleoli, numerous nucleoli are present in the cells and actively carrying out the process of protein synthesis we are discussing. So thereby indirectly they have given this particular point. Indirectly once you see nucleolus produce ribosomes involves in protein synthesis. That's why so what is the point they have given? What is numerous nucleoli actively present and definitely carry out the protein synthesis indirectly involves in the protein synthesis. Why? Because so what are the sites definitely are required for the process of photosynthesis will be produced from the nucleolus. That's why nucleolus definitely involves in the protein synthesis, but directly involves in, but who is what is the name of the cell organelle directly involves in protein synthesis? Ribosomes. Good. Now In interface nucleus, again, so we are discussing regarding interface nucleus. In interface nucleus has a loose and indistinct network of nucleoprotein fibers. Already this particular point we have discussed, but author has given by one more time. Okay, indistinct network of nucleoprotein fibers only we are calling as chromatin material. Now during the different stages of cell cycle and cell division, cells show the structured chromosome in place of nucleus. That is only no. So what is the point? While cell cycle and cell division process is going on, thread like chromatin materials are there, no? So here we have seen as a fibers. Nucleoprotein fibers are there, no? These nucleoprotein fibers we are calling as chromatin material, no? Now in prophase 1, this particular chromatin material seems to be like a thread like appadana fiber madri da irukku emma threads madri simply. Okay, so ipo what is happening, no? During different stages of cell division, what is happening, no? All these fibers or thread like structures converted into chromosomes. So converted into chromosomes. So thereby when cell cycle will be started, no, at the time, one point you try to remember, nuclear membrane will be disappeared. When a nuclear membrane is disappeared, no, so what are the chromosomes are present in the nucleus? Definitely shifted to the cytoplasm. Okay, so no worry. So this particular point one more time I will give you in the next chapter. Okay, now next line let us start to discuss. Chromatin contains DNA and some basic proteins. One more time, chromatin material, if you see there, no, that contains of DNA and some basic proteins. So these basic proteins only we will be considering as histone proteins. Very very important. So these histone proteins presence we can see only in case of eukaryotes. So means in eukaryotes only we can see the presence of histone proteins. So that's why these histone proteins are absent in prokaryotes. And next one, in chromatin material contains of some basic proteins, histone proteins and some non-histone proteins, and even RNA also is present. In some amount of the RNA also is present in chromatin material. Next one, a single human cell. This is important point. One more time. Okay, suppose if you take a human single cell, there approximately size or the length of DNA of human cell, that is 2 meters. Exactly 2.2 meters. But roughly author has given, but exactly means 2.2 meters length or a long thread of DNA we can see in one single human cell. DNA length will be like 2.2 meters. Means 2.2 meters means it is when compared to your size, no, definitely it is more than your size height. Okay, so distributed among its 46 chromosomes. Okay, next one. Every chromosome essentially has a primary construction. So here these are 5 or 6 lines, no? So now we are discussing regarding the chromosome structure. Okay, there what is information? Every chromosome essentially has a primary construction or centromere. Okay, now centromere will be there. Chromosomal structure in the next video I will give you. So thereby there also I have to discuss a somewhat video. So there some kind of questions they are asking related to the need. So in the next video, by covering of chromosome structure, and there are different types of chromosomal structures are there. So that also I will discuss in the next video. But here I have written somewhat information. Now let us read and let us leave it once. Now every chromosome essentially has a primary construction known as a centromere. Or simply every chromosome essentially has a primary construction or simply centromere on the sides of which disc shaped structures known as kinetochores. kinetochores, I think so. These are all కొంచెం deep information, whether you studied in a 10th standard or not. So kinetochores are disc shaped structures, so definitely which are situated on both sides of the centromere. Sorry to say, so in the next video definitely I will give you chromosomal structure information, and related to the chromosome also definitely somewhat information I will give you. No worry about it. Sariyama. So why I said sorry means that information next video only I can give. Okay, that's why. Next one, centromere holds, centromere holds 2 chromatids of a chromosome. So thereby here one point we learn now. Suppose if you take one particular chromosome, there how many number of chromatids are present? Once you see at spotlight you will get the answer 2. Means 2 chromatids are present in each chromosome. And so these chromatids, what are the 2 chromatids are there? These 2 chromatids are hold at centromere, are hold by centromere. So next one, based on the position of the centromere, just information only, no worry, I will give you in the next video. So based on the position of the centromere, chromosomes are divided into metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, telocentric. One more time, based on the position of centromere, chromosomes are divided into metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, telocentric. Okay, so these 4 types. So what is the shape and what is the diagram, what is the diagrammatical information, everything next video I will give you. Okay, so in this situation, so try to watch this video once, and suppose if you get any doubts, so definitely watch this video by one more time. So what are the doubts you have raised in your mind, everything will be like you will get the answers. Now here, once you see that, once here one nucleus diagram also here I have drawn. So 1 minute I will explain and I will leave you. Now here double membranous cell organelles are 1, 2, 2 membranes are there, and between the 2 membranes we are finding the hole like structures. Once you see there, these hole like structures only we will be considering as nuclear pores, and within the nucleus is a spherical shaped structure, nucleolus, and if thread like structure is there, is the chromatin material, and empty space is there, that matrix, that particular matrix only we are calling as nucleoplasm, and the outside of the nucleus, what is the structure? It is endoplasmic reticulum, and in endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum is situated very close to the nucleus. So this is somewhat information related to the nucleus and important points of nucleus. So concentrate, listen carefully and gain the knowledge well. Thank you.